This is Study Now, an international student recruitment consultancy headquartered in London with a growing presence globally in countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Egypt, Turkey, and Qatar. A student-first organization built on a simple belief: opportunity should not be limited by borders. Over the past 5 years, we've helped thousands of students turn their study abroad dreams into reality. With about 3,500 successful enrollments and a 98% visa success rate, we're not just facilitating admissions, we're changing lives. We proudly partner with over 150 accredited universities worldwide. And in April 2025, we awarded 6 scholarships, including 3 full undergraduate tuition scholarships and 3 50% postgraduate tuition awards, because opportunity should be shared. With partners across key markets, our reach spans the world. From one idea, we built a worldwide recruitment network, combining digital scale with local insight to serve real student needs. Honored with York St. John Global Excellence and Global Brand Elevation Awards, University of Hertfordshire Recognition Award, and University of Sunderland Agent Award, we've guided thousands into trusted universities worldwide through course and university matching, visa support, and enrollment. We empower students, partner institutions, and communities touched by global graduates. If you're ready to build the life you've dreamed of through impactful education, take the bold step today. Don't study later, study now.
Yeah, I welcome everybody to another session live with Study Now. So my name is Abiola, and joining me today is Jordanis from
Nice to meet you.
Health is also. So how are you, Jordan?
All good, all good. So, as my colleague Abiola said, in this live, we're gonna inform you guys about a few things that you need to have in order upon your arrival to UK. Some good information in regards to how to open an account, how to do your accommodation, some essential things that you need to carry on, and a lot of things that we're going to go through today. To be fair with you, my colleague Abiola will start and telling you about what documents you will need and in general, like what you need to carry upon your arrival to the airport. So, thank you, Abiola.
Okay, yeah. So I know everyone is preparing to tidy up things and go to the UK after getting your visas and everything. So we know preparations have been done already for you getting the research about your place, where you're going to be commuting from to university, maybe either taxi through to whatever. So now we're trying to give you more insight about what to do as regards when to start your processing and everything. So the documents you are taking to the UK, like your valid clearance, that's your visa, your international passports, your offer of acceptance also is very important because you are going to do your enrollment and everything. So all those offers and acceptance letters are very important. Also, your academic credentials like your degree certificate, your English certificate, and other documents you are used to get your offer, get your admissions, get and then the processes of your visa. You are taking them all along also. So also your medical document, that's your TB test, is very important to you to get them also available. So because at the point of entry, they mostly ask most of these documents like, oh, do you have your cars with you? Can you give us information about your cars? Do you know the school you're going? Do you know your location and the address you're going also? So it's so important also. And you have to show that you have enough cash, enough money in your bank statement also. Because at the point of entry, you can't tell them, oh, you don't have much in your bank statement or you don't have anything in your account. It might cost you or it might cost a returning back to your country because you have to show that, oh, you're able to take care of yourself in the UK. Also, um, documents the university sent to you must also be available either on your phone or you have them as a hard copy, either soft copy. Anyone is fine. Also, now there's a heading here. How should I pack for the UK weather? So you all know the UK is a very chill place. Yeah, it's very chilled and winter, summer, and different weather also. So you have to prepare yourself at hand. Either your yeah, you see it according to the UKVR, the United Kingdom has unpredictable weather, whereby rain can come at any time, the sun can shine when you're expecting the rain, so the snow can drop anytime also. So you have to prepare yourself for scenarios like this, because weather conditions vary slightly across all regions, with more snow, more rain, wind in the northern and hilly areas. So all years you must be prepared for this kind of weather conditions coming through. So also with preparedness, you need some items actually. So you need your winter coat, because you'll be able to like choose either you're staying in a sunny during the sunny area during the sunny time or during the cold time. So you have to get your winter coat. You bring gloves also. You prepare yourself with your gloves, your scarf. Scarves are needed most times to cover some part of your body, either from your neck or from your head. So it depends on the one that suits you also. So yeah, I have that. You also pack jeans. Yeah, you need jeans and some comfy pair to go to. So you pack shirts, blouses, or any dress that suits special occasions. So also you use your spray to protect leather items. Like maybe you are going for mountain hikes, or going for, let's say you have a picnic together with some of your friends. You need some of them, like jumpers, cardigans, hoodies for clothes also. So yeah, you also need to pack warm clothes for your flight. Yeah, because you need this in case of maybe change of weather. Coming from Nigeria now, we have this like this hot season and everything in Nigeria. So you going over to the UK is like a new form of getting used to the weather. So you have to be prepared. So one winter cloth is most likely easier and less expensive to purchase in the UK than in your home country. Also, there are many clothing stores where you can purchase a wide variety of affordable clothing and umbrella in the UK. So you find that warm and waterproof clothing is very important in the UK because of this unpredictable British weather. Umbrella is essential. So the next year, some of the things we advise you to carry in your luggage when traveling. So you are going with your laptop, your credentials. Like I said the other time, your credentials are your documents, like documents used to get your offer from the school stage to the CAS to your visa. You are going with them is very important because the school will ask for this. You need to correspond together with documents sent to the school for your offers. So commonly used 13 amp outlets in the UK call for three-prong plugs. So that means we have different means of electric appliances in Nigeria and other places compared to the UK. So you have to get the one that suits more to the UK standard. Also, your airline ticket will indicate your free baggage allowance, which is typically 20 kg with a 32 kilogram maximum weight. So this is telling you that you should plan yourself. Don't overweight your load. Try and get what's going to suit the maximum weight limit for every travel you do. So I think it's 20 kg. Yeah, 20 kg. So you can't go over 32. That's like the maximum weight you can go. There's 32 kg. So carry fewer personal items like photograph of your family. Don't overpack your load. Don't overpack everything like you're moving from a place. You're not moving all your load. So you just get few things that are going to keep you ahead, because over there you're still going to buy lots of things when you start working and getting one or two from it, whatever you're doing. So the next, so the apps you can use that you will need actually, because there are different ways where when you've suited more to the plan, to UK plan, so you need some things like maybe sending money back home. You're going to need some app, that's the Lemphy app. So this Lemphy app helps you to send money home, maybe from the comfort of your home. Anyway, you can send money from any location you are in the UK. So maybe either of your family calling you for, okay, send this to me, send. So just get the app, register, you can send money to anybody everywhere in the world. So Lenfi app makes life easier for you. So we recommend you downloading some useful apps also, like the Uber Eats, the Olio. So this helps you with getting local food supplies around the UK, or maybe you want to like get food supplies that pertains to maybe your culture or anything you want it. So you can get foods on this app. So for easier translation also, you will need to have the Google Maps, the train line. So this helps you to get access to getting the train line, the bus, and the city mapper. So to get access to various student discounts, you either use the student bin or Unidays. So I think these are for you to get discounts. Maybe when you get to the school, you have more ideas about getting discounts on, maybe you have your offer or you want to like do some discount from your course, or maybe a plan for you to pay instrumentally. So arriving in the UK, on arrival, you'll be required to go through passport control. Yeah. Like I said, that's immigration. So mostly they ask questions at the point of entry, asking you, oh, what are you coming here to do? What's the main purpose of you being here? Do you have a family in the UK? Do you have a place you're staying? So if you're not really sure of this information, you need to make research about them. Or if you have a family in the UK, let's say that's where you are staying for the meantime, you need to be able to get the information of the address. Make sure you are prepared because they can ask any question you're not expecting. They can ask you, okay, where are you going to stay in the UK? What's the purpose of you coming to the UK? What's your course title? Like, which school are you going? So different questions you're not expecting. You should be able to like make research about this and prepare yourself ahead. So at the passport control, you are likely to meet the immigration officer asking you about your international passport, the confirmation of acceptance of study, that's your CAS, your e-visa, the visa approval letter you obtain from UKVI, the sponsorship letter from your bank, or maybe like that's your POF, because you need to show your maintenance fee that, oh, you're able to take care of yourself in the UK. Also, your TB test, very important. Your TB test is very important. You must show a TB test that shows that, oh, it's still valid and not expired. Please let this stick to you. Your TB test and some these documents are very important. Don't don't go to the UK with a TB test that expired. Please, it's very important. Also, they are going to ask about information about your accommodation. Either you've gotten a place or you are staying in a Airbnb, or either you're staying in an hotel, or maybe you have a family you're staying with. They can ask you about the postcode. Okay, where are this person staying, or is anybody coming to pick you? So please make researches about this also. And so yeah, I have how do I get from the airport to my university? So mostly you can
Well, I
get,
can explain.
okay,
I can
yeah,
take
you
over
can
here.
explain it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm
All
going to
right.
hand over to Jordanis to continue this section. Yeah, Jordanis,
All
over to
right.
you.
As Aviola mentioned before, guys, so documents is quite important. Like you will be asked on the immigration, okay, upon your arrival. Okay, they can ask you for these documents. So make sure you hold all the documents that Aviola mentioned before. Okay. In addition to that, as he mentioned, like you have to get prepared for not a smooth weather. All right. So let's say that you arrived in the UK, all good. Now, where am I going? How am I going? So I will explain a bit about the transportation from the airport to the university or to your accommodation. There are various ways. So firstly, we can start with the most common one is a taxi. So there are many local companies that you can find them by looking on your area, and you can arrange and pre-arrange your transportation from a taxi. If that's the case and you want to book a taxi, I will mention to you better is to pre-arrange and come in an agreement with a local taxi company. There are other ways, I will say more affordable. So obviously there are coaches, okay, which they have they're quite regular routes from the airport to main spots, for example, in London or anywhere else. So it's, I would say, the most affordable option for you. You just going to speak with the company, arrange your ticket, and make sure you're gonna go down on the right place, which is closest to your destination. And there are trains. The National Rail has plenty routes as well that can cover you the whole transportation from to the university, from to the airport. I will say that it's a bit more expensive than the coaches, but it's a very good and affordable as well, and good option in terms of limited time. And the best case scenario is someone to come and pick you up, so like a family or a friend to come and pick you from the airport. Obviously, that will be the best and easiest case for you. All right, so, but there are a few things that you have to check before your, let's say, your pre-departure. First of all, if you have, did you have your right accommodation for you? Like, do you know what is your right accommodation? Have you sorted out your finances, opening a UK bank account? Do you had your health check before you're traveling? It's very important information, guys. If you have something, a medical issue, it's good to speak with your GP there in your country so they can arrange with letters, and so they can inform the British GPs, okay, of what's your restriction or what you are going through, so they can actually handle the situation from their end, okay. And some other things I would say, like, are you prepared about the UK's academic style, teaching and learning? Like, it's totally different. It differs with many other countries in terms of how you're gonna referencing. All right, I know that all these things they're gonna tell you at the university. However, I found it like a good information to have, like, to do a bit of research so you are aware of what you're gonna face a bit further down. Another things that I will talk about your accommodation. Obviously, if you have a non-campus accommodation, make sure that you have paid and complete your accommodation before the deadlines, and so the spaces are usually very limited, and if you don't arrange your accommodation in advance, you might be surprised by having to book your own private accommodation. However, if you consider if you already booked with an agency or a private landlord, I would say that make sure you've done all the checks that they need before you sign up a contract with them, and make sure that you already check the proximity time from to the university, okay, and the transportation, like to have a good transportation link, proximity type to the different soaps that you will need, that can be your daily soaping, supermarkets, etc., grocery soaps. I will say that look at your tenancy agreement again. Make sure that the room size is, as you mentioned, if you're renting a room or if you have everything that you already pre-arranged on your contract. Look out for your privacy. You're gonna need it, especially if you're going for a master's degree. I went through that, so I know quite well. Make sure that the accommodation does include council taxes and expenses, if that's the case, and do a proper property inspection if it's possible, like prior you put down your deposit. Just to let you know, it's very common in the UK that the accommodation is a shared accommodation, is a shared apartment. Most of the students is way more affordable. They are sharing like an apartment where they are providing facilities such as study rooms, laundry room, Wi-Fi 24/7, and some security in general. So in urban areas, you will find even furnished houses. That's another option. Like you can gather like 2-3 friends and go rent a flat with 3 rooms, for example. So each one has his privacy, and you share the rest of the accommodation with someone that you are already quite familiar with, like a friend. And And I would say I would like to highlight few things before you sign up a contract with any agency or any private landlord. First of all, in the UK, there is a safeguard agreement for your deposit. So the money that you put down on deposit, you're gonna take them at the end of the tenancy. The money, usually within the first 30 days, they will go to a third party company, but they will keep them in place. Okay, you will receive email. If you haven't received an email like that, speak with your agent. That's a reason, like make sure your deposit has been transferred to a third party company. That's how they do in the UK, and safe there. Otherwise, you might have problems at the end of the tenancy. Check as well, like the agreement that you're doing. Like I said before, bills included, not which bills are included, which I have to pay if that's the case. Okay, make sure that like for example, if the flat, if you're about to rent a flat, and make sure that they don't have anything for eviction. Usually they cannot evict you before the end of your contract, except if they have some clauses within the contract. So make sure you read the contract properly before you sign it up. That's my best recommendation for you guys. If you see something in the contract that you don't agree, maybe you're smoking, for example, and most of the flats in the UK are smoking is not allowed at indoor. So if that's something that you can negotiate with your landlord or with your agency, feel free. Okay, so make sure you come in contact, because if you don't change it for your through your contract, they might charge you at the end, and they might even take your deposit for that reason. Another thing that I would say, a good website to go, it's a UKCISA, which is a guidance how to open you can find full guidance about how to open your bank account, and they have information about like your rights in the UK as a student. Okay, in UK, when I'm saying UK, I mean obviously the 4 countries, yeah, so anywhere you are. Last thing I will talk is some questions that you should do. Let's say what type of the banking facilities I need. So what is the best way to transfer your money from to the UK? Can I run a bank account in the UK while I'm studying? Well, obviously, yes. That's my to have, like, if you open a bank account, make sure that the my partnership with some banks back in your country, and that will make like every transaction to be free of charge. Information like that is very helpful. Like I would recommend to bring with you a small amount of money, cash, to have with you for the first days. And please, you are all, something that I would like to mention as well. I said to all my students, please register with a GP upon your arrival. You already paid your IHS, you have your coverage. Your GP is going to be your personal doctor that will give you the access. Let's say if something is wrong with you and you are like, you don't feel quite well, you talk to your GP, that refers you to the local hospital. You don't pay nothing. They treat you from A to Z with no payment. Just I'm gonna tell you, and small note, that the only treatment in the UK that is not covered by IHS that you're paying is the dental. So, and it's quite expensive. Trust me, I know from my own experience. So I will pass now to Abiola, where he can explain about a few essential things that you need to buy upon your arrival. Thank you.
So yeah, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Jadanis. So yeah, so the essential things you need to buy on your arrival. So you will need to get, maybe after getting your apartment, or let's say you've gotten a place to stay, or maybe your family or anything. So the first thing you can get is to get maybe your bed, and everything you need in your house, your apartment. So, and there are some places you can get friendly and affordable things also. Like there are some stores you can get. You have the Primark, we have IKEA, Wilco, we have Tesco and Hardy also. So these are something that gives you like budget friendly and student friendly budget also. So also when you get to university, you know this in this century we have in this 21st century, we are technologically based. So your phone, your laptops are one of the essential things you will need because your assignments, your doing your tests, doing your researches, you will need devices. So and in the UK you have free internet, and most places in the schools you can get free internet. You can get several internet connections also. So your phone is very important. Your laptops are so important also because once you're having your assessment, your examinations and everything, you will need your laptops, you need your devices, and different apps you're going to be using also to be communicated from the school. Yeah. So for a cost of living in the UK, in the London, let's say you're going to the London campus, houses in the London are not so friendly. So either you get somewhere like a shared apartment, staying with a colleague, or either your family, just you're budgeting more or anything less than 900 to 1,300 pounds per month. UK houses are not in the extreme. Also, don't let me say extreme. Depending on your location, either York or London, or either let's say Sunderland or any place, just know you need to get a lot of money. Yeah, because you are going to like get an accommodation. Either you are staying with someone, even if it's a shared apartment, you are still going to like drop something and provide for maintenance also. So this I have is outside London, we have up to 900 pounds to 1,200 pounds, like getting an accommodation. So inside London, we have 1,300 upward to 1,600 upward. So this scenario helps you like having someone you can share your apartment with, maybe a family or anybody. So it helps and save cost also. So most of the apartments they give you like, let's say, electricity bills, you're paid together. They are paid together. Electricity bills, your gas, and everything you need, they are paid together. So there are different places also like that you can get affordable housing. That's, let's say, places that like Wrexham or York, you can get budget friendly places also. And average, you can just spend, let's say, £500 or below. Yeah, below. Even getting a shared apartment, you can get £500 below. So mostly budgeting yourself, you have to prepare yourself for your feeding, your rent, your transport, and personal needs also. Personal needs are like maybe you getting items from the store. Maybe you saw your sneakers and you feel like, oh, I can get these sneakers. Let me just get this. So that means once you start you getting yourself sorted, you need personal needs also. Yeah, and in the UK you have access of you working 20 hours so per week. So in this scenario, you must be very cautious of yourself also. You don't do above the limits, whereby because UK take things with law. You have to abide with the law. You have to take charge and control of yourself, because any slight thing from UK picking you up or repressing you from the school to the home office. So just please don't go above the 20 hours. And even if you're trying to, you have to speak with your one of your either your sponsor at work or anybody sponsoring you. Yeah. So yeah, about your education and career, what you should expect from your lecturers and coursework. So studying in the UK may be fulfilling actually and rigorous. Yeah. So because UK lecturer, they mostly work on research and assessment. You must be you must be so tough in that aspect, because questions, theories, and ideas. You need to have a strong academic research background. Yeah, because if you're going for a research course, you should know solely that your course is based on research. If you're going for a master's program, you should know your work are mostly on assessment also. So you have to prepare yourself for things like this and things to expect also. So this kind of scenario helps you to have an head start of understanding your academic expectations, because you can't just go there and say, okay, I'm starting this, but you need to have idea of what you're going there to do. So also, you have to keep in touch with your academic tutor or supervisor. Once you've been assigned to one, okay, let's say you're going for like a research program, you always be assigned to a researcher that will guide you through. So these people are here to support you in every aspect of your academic journey. Either you're having difficulty in some courseworks and some assessment, they can help you. They give you the guidelines and whatever you need also. And also you have counselors, that academic counselors that can help you. Like if you're having a scenario whereby, okay, you missed a test or doing something else that you're not ready, you're not available, they can help you sort yourself out. Speaking to your supervisor or tutor will help you a lot. So yeah, they are here to help you settle in and support you throughout your studies. Yeah, they are here to any help you need, because they've known more about the UK standard, the UK education and everything. So they will help you guide yourself through, put you through whatever you need. So don't always hesitate to approach students also, like students that are already in the UK that have green ground already, so they can help you, give you the advice you need, that are going to guide you through your assessments or maybe your tests, whatever your research. They are there for you. So make communications with different students, network also. It helps a lot. This help you where you meet a lot of maybe if someone from your country that gives you like same language, no language barrier or anything. So it helps you like, oh, what do you need? What do you want? Like, how can I help you? These are things you should take into consideration also. Punctuality is also important. Yeah, punctuality is important, and attendance also. You don't need to miss class. I will tell you that for free. You don't want to miss class, please, because you need to be in class punctual and taking everything serious. Yeah, everything serious. The only thing that can make you miss class is either you feel sick or anything, because UKVI are taking notes. If you're not in school, they can revoke your visa. You must be in school, because anything, even if you are about to finish, let's say you are in um you're rounding up your program already, you can't miss school at all, please. It's very important, because any slight thing from the school reporting you to UKVI, they can revoke your license. I have a scenario by one of our students then. He was telling me that, oh, she got a job from don't let me say this, but let me cover the company. So it's a big firm actually. So she was saying, oh, can I just switch? Since they are trying to give me a stay in the UK, can I just? I have to tell her, oh, please don't try this, because you have to finish your program at first. Then this will be by the side, whereby, oh, when you're done, you can just switch to this visa. So please, it's very important you go to your school. If you ever reported, it's a big issue. Yeah, it's a big issue. And if you are going with your family again, even if it's a research program and your family is over in the UK, they can take you back to your country, you and your family. So please, it's very important you attend your classes, attend classes. Anything that can affect your, attending class, make sure you've having a good reason, a valid reason, or and then document that, okay, maybe you are sick. Just get like doctor report. Oh, I won't be around for some lectures, some sessions, and please, it's very important. And also, if you are unsure about your course level or its relevance, please raise concerns before traveling, because this deals with either your modules and other information needed. Your modules, you must be sure of your modules you're going to be taking in the UK, because some people don't even know, like, oh, my course modules, how can I differentiate my course modules? What am I going to the UK to go and study? So please, you must be sure of the relevance and like the cost level of your modules. So, Jordan, is I think you'll be taking charge from here. Yeah,
Mhm. Well, just to book some notes of what you said before. Okay, in most universities it is allowed at like 10%. Okay, let's say of sickness or
okay, yeah.
misattendance,
Oh, yeah,
which
okay.
is usually when you're gonna have like well, I don't know in every university, but most of the universities, I will talk about a big sum of them, but they're having the 10% dance rule, but usually that's 1 day of missing, because you will have like something like 15, 16 classrooms, and if you miss one, you cannot miss the second, you're already over the 10%. So except if you can provide a doctor's notice
Comment.
that,
Yeah.
or from the hospital that you've been hospitalized, that will be okay. And but the university will demand you these documents, otherwise they have to report you to UKVI. That's quite an important thing. Let's talk now about the what the UK employers are looking for. Let's say, okay, yeah, I'm starting, I did my course. Okay, like I'm always saying to my students, you don't need to wait till the course finish. There are a few things that you should think. First of all, if you would like to stay in the country, that's quite important. If you would like to stay in the country, you should start early. I reckon after the 6 months of studies to start applying for jobs. Most of the companies, they will be fine with that. Attend you the interview, do you the interview, and if they want to offer you a contract, they can offer it from that day, except if on the advertisement they will say urgently needed, obviously. But most of the companies, they're quite flexible with that things. So if they found the right applicant, they can wait a couple of months. So that's a good trick to do to get familiarized with interviews in the UK, like to see how the employers deal with the employees, okay, and to get prepared for, let's say, more serious interviews after your graduation. All right, so another one, networking. Networking is very important. There are cases that even the university, they forward you to an employer. Okay, so making good networking in the university and in general with the thing is good. I believe personally it's the best case scenario. Networking can lead you. I managed to be here today through networking, so I'm one of the fans of this. Get to know as many people you can, especially don't limit it to locals and internationals too. You never know. Most of the CEOs out there in the UK, they are internationals or Europeans. Okay. Obviously, there is a graduate route. That's an extra visa. It's up to 2 years. Okay, and up to 3 years for PhD graduates. So it's one go. Okay, so this is very important. Like, if you really want to stay in the UK and you would like to follow the graduate route, it's a very good test from both sides for you to check how the employers are acting in the UK and if you would like to stay in this country, and from the employer side to check if you are good to fill up the gap, okay, and the position that you're holding. If both are happy, I will tell you, like, the chances to extend your visa as a working visa, they are quite high, especially after the Brexit, that Europeans, they have to go through the same regulations that internationals has. Okay, so that's quite interesting, and it can give you a very good career in the UK. So so like I said, I will tell you about a few things now in terms of emergency contacts that you must have in the UK and you have to keep a track. Like in a case of an emergency, there are two numbers, 999 or 111. Okay. There are some other numbers that I will mention at the very end, but this is the most important. The first one is about the 999, is about your help, calling your local hospital, like in case of an emergency, like if you feel like something is wrong with you and you don't feel like you are feeling like you want to fade or something, you just call 999 and you tell them, like, I'm in this address, that's all, and they will come and pick you up. And they usually, on the ambulance, they are very expertise doctors as well. They are along with the ambulance driver, so yeah, you might even get treated on your way to the hospital. And obviously 111 police department, okay, in case that something goes wrong, if you feel that it's not safe for you and something is going outside of the okay, of the normality, yeah, you can always call them and have a check without you being in danger. Okay. Um, uh, I'm not gonna say this. I don't want to scare you. Obviously, UK is quite safe. It's way safer than where I'm from. So I would say that yeah, it's a safe. In general, it's a safe place, but just be a bit smart. You don't need to go like through a park, which is not. It's a bit dark. They don't have enough lights throughout the night. Just avoid it. You can take the main road and go all the way around. That's a good recommendation. Like there are make sure you have access to your mental and health support always, therapist. Even the university, they offer you facilities such as this. So make sure you speak to the lobby, you get to know about what facilities you have at the university. um, um, and then I would say, like some people, if they do feel homesick, okay, nowadays, especially with the technology equipment that we have, you can always give a video call to your parents and stuff. But there are other ways that you can escape from the homesick. I would reckon you can always do some community work. Okay, you can always do, let's say, some. Like you can get involved in parties and communities that they have the same interest with you. I always recommend, guys, and this you can be networking throughout this. You might find people that are in different industries and they might help you in the future. So that's a good thing to do. Don't be to yourself, like don't close to yourself. It's not something. Take the advantage that you have to meet so many international people from around the world. You won't have that in your country. That's a recommendation I always do. So all right, so as I mentioned before, oh, in same time, a very good thing to do upon your arrival is to download the app of the university, register your account. Okay, it was mentioned Abiola before, and I wanted to put it as a note. Like, guys, some of the universities they have applications. Download it, create your account. You will have updates of everything there. You will know like all your status up to date. You can check everything. Now, I think that I will actually mention is you can polish your English in the UK. When I first came to UK, my English, apart that it was broken, I had a super strong accent. So feel free to speak like with British people to see the accent that they have and try to follow up a bit, like practice a bit yourself, maybe in the mirror. It's a smart move to do. I went through that, trust me. As I said before, like to build networking, you can engage a voluntary work. Always volunteering always give you something back, and trust me, it's powerful. Okay, there are personal communities. It allows you to connect, like people that they are like running, exercising, or they may be from different cultures and maybe religious backgrounds. There are so many things that you get involved. Trust me, a good thing that will help you pass like the homesickness that you have, and you will build networking. So it's a win-win situation. Um, Another thing that I would like to discuss with you guys is in regards, because I had this question from many students, like, can I travel from UK? Well, you can travel from UK to the 4 UK countries without a visa. So you can go Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. Okay. If you're based in England, obviously, if you're based in Wales, you can go England, Scotland, Northern Ireland. All right. So within these 4 countries, you can go at any time with no visa. But anywhere else in the Schengen area in Europe, you're gonna need to apply for a visa. Okay, in case definitely there are visa centers, and there are a lot. You can find the information on the website of what documents you're gonna need. But don't forget, you will need to apply for visa. You cannot just go to the other country. You're gonna have problems at the either airport or the immigration control at the borders. So that's a good thing to know before you move outside the country. So I would say, as lastly, some emergency contacts if you would like to write them down, even though we're gonna share the presentation at the very end. So police, fire bridge, an ambulance, 999. Non 101 is a non-emergent police line. So if it's something that you would like to report it, but it's not something urgent, I recommend put the 101. NHS, which is 24 hours, 24/7, is 111. You can visit the UKCISA, which has all the regulations in regards to international students. Just Google it, UKCISA. And obviously to get information about like your current status and extra.gov.uk. All right. So that's all I have to mention. Let's. What do you think, then, Abiola? Let's move to some questions. I've seen that there are some students. They mentioned few things. Would you like to start?
Okay.
Or
Okay. So I've been answering some of them actually from here. So I feel we can just brush through them once more. So okay, like this person is asking. So he said he intends to stay with the brother in the UK. So he said he don't know if he will need a letter from the brother, like the brother in the UK, or he should get a letter that are going to state where he's going to stay. And also, he's asking again that what facility do he stands to enjoy as a UISG student, and how far is New Addington Croydon to the London campus? Actually,
can I
I
answer
answered.
this one?
Yeah,
Can I
you can
answer?
answer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I will make your life easier because obviously living in the UK is a bit. I'm a bit more familiar with all these things. So let's start with. It's good to know the address of where your brother lives. On the visa, on the border, they will ask you where are you going. You can say I'm going to my brother. I will stay with my brother. Okay, where is your brother living? Oh, he's based in this address. Ta 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 ta. So you know the full postcode, full address. Okay, and you mention on the border control. That's absolutely fine. You don't need a letter as an invitation letter from your brother. That will be on a tourist visa at the moment. They will be fine with this one. They know that the university, they will take care of their students and they will make sure that all of them, they're covered their accommodation. In addition, you are asking what facilities? That's a very interesting question. My
Yeah.
friend, the thing that you must do is to get to know the facilities that they offer from the university. So you can always visit the website of any university, not just York St. John that you mentioned there, and make sure you go, if you just Google facilities provided for XXX university, you will see the facilities that are provided in the uni. Make sure that you know that information. In case that you've been asked for an immigration interview, this is a must question to know. In addition to that, you write down like how far is New Addington. All right, let me tell you something. How familiar you are with Legos? Do you think you know every street? That's almost impossible, my friend.
I
So,
don't know. I don't know.
but the best thing that you can do is go to Google Maps.
Google
Okay.
Map. Yeah, I gave him the answer from Google Map, so I had to search from the Google Map to get the answer. So because most time it depends on if there is traffic or whatever, whatnot. If there's no traffic, it's fine. So it depends. Let's just say estimately 1 hour. Yeah, you know.
Well, with public transport, you can check like you put the address that you like. Google Maps. They do have like to do your trip, so they give you all the
Yeah,
options like by car, by public transport. In some cases, they have even with plane.
transport or
All right.
trekking.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coaches and everything. So the best thing that you can do, and always do that for I still do that for everywhere I go, even if I know I've been before to that place. I always put it on Google Maps. I'm here and I'm going there. Okay, so that's a good trick to check, like if there is any problems with the trains at the ground if you're using. So all the transportation means to check on the application if there are some delays or something. Okay, so the best thing you to do, Google Maps, you put there two destinations where you have to go, and you will find all the options. You will know exactly how much time depends on the traffic, and it's a good thing to do it even daily before your trip, even if you know the route. Like I told you, to check if there is delays, maybe the line is not operating due to a maintenance and information like that, and you didn't notice like oh, next week we're gonna be closed, so you need to go to another station. So all this kind of information you can easily sort them out. Google Maps, or if you are in London, like there are so many other applications that they have live about the tube, about everything, like TFL. So you get used to them. Google Maps is my. I've been everywhere in London. I'm moving around. Like I have to go through Google Maps, even though I know the place I'm going. Trust me. Yes, please, Javiola.
So also, I just want to like chip something in. There are some apps also like the weather apps. Please make sure you have these apps on your phone also. It's very important because most time you can have diverse weather everywhere. You can just wake up and see snow is dropping. You can wake up and see that it's raining. So just please have those apps on the go. It's very important. Also the Uber Eats and everything is very important for you. So this next question here, this person is asking, please, is your enrollment for Ulster University for a study masters for a day or for a week? He stated an example also. That, for example, my enrollment date is September 15th. Is it just that day or it runs through that week? So I don't know. Are you answering this or I should answer?
You can go.
Okay, so for every class, there is always course start date, course end date, last day of enrollment is always on your class. So that last day of enrollment means that you must be in school and you have done your enrollment on or before that day. It's very important, please. If you miss your enrollment, I can't say because you will need to like you can't plead in the UK because everything is based on rules. It's based on rules. So please, you must be in the campus in the university before your enrollment date, and it's very very important. Even if it's before like a day before, make sure you are there. And if you know you can't meet up for the enrollment day, always reach out to your academic counselors. Either you can send a mail to the school, they can help you like give you an extended day. I'm just saying this in case because not all school accept like giving you like extension for enrollment day. Just please, because mostly why they do that extension is because some are still expecting their visas. They've applied for visas but are waiting for decisions. So you must be in school before your enrollment date. So that's that. And this question here, I think this can also go through Google, but let me just see it out. So this person is asking, same Emmanuel Alabi, please kindly list those stores we can get cheap stuff.
Oh, let me
So
get it. You already mentioned them. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
but they're very good. Oh, okay. UK, they're expensive in many, but clothing, I can say that they way cheaper than in many other countries. Primark is a very good solution. Okay, all right, I know that it's no branded or something, but yes, they have good quality clothes. Okay, so you can always get like a very nice suit in a very good price. Okay, and IKEA or IKEA as in UK, you're gonna find it as IKEA. So it's a very good solution for either your home or other things that you want to buy, maybe like a small sofa or something. Another things that you can do is to check on Facebook. No, you can find like people, but and in UK you will find it quite often. They are dubbing the things and they use them like 1 year or two. It's like brand new there. It's like you can always talk to them and arrange to buy it from them. You can always use like Asda, okay, Wilco, Aldi. That's quite affordable supermarkets. All right, yeah, they're way more expensive there, but this is good prices usually and in good quality, so it's value for money. Poundland, even if it sounds like many people that don't tell you Poundland, really, sometimes for something like this to buy pens and stuff, Poundland is the best solution for like office things. They are always cheap, and they're quite affordable, and you can find things that you don't even imagine just with £1. So I think I covered you up. Moving forward, it says, please, is there enrollment for Ulster University for extending master for a day or for a week? For example, my enrollment date is September 15. It is just a day or runs through the
Yeah,
week.
I have answered that actually. You can shed more light also. You can just shed more light on it. So,
Hmm. And oh, I can see even the answer IKEA will do us that as low or pound
yeah,
and
so you
deal.
can you can shed more light on the enrollment day.
Yeah, there is on your CAS is written the enrollment date and the latest enrollment date. You must be okay. You must arrange your uh, enrollment, let's say, before the latest enrollment date. Now, usually the university they are working morning hours, and they usually from 9 to 3 the lobby. Within these hours, you have to go there, submit like your passport, your share code, extra, and the documents that you're having, the originals. Because don't forget, like so far, you have never submitted your original documents to the university. You just hard copies. Okay, so you're gonna need your original certificate, your original transcript, your original WAC, NECO, IELTS, whatever you have. Okay, you're gonna be needing your TB test. So far, the university they never seen your original documents. Okay, so on your enrollment, they will ask you all the original documents. So yeah, I don't see any other question. To be fair with
Yeah.
you, so I think a good thing to mention is don't study later. Viola.
Study now.
Thank you
Don't
guys. Have
study
a great,
later.
have a great evening, all of you. We're
All
gonna see
right,
you next week.
everybody. Thank
Take
you
care.
so much for joining the session. So see you guys next week. Bye.
Take care,
Yeah,
guys.
Dennis. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Yeah.